Yo, welcome back to Let's Play Diablo 3. It's time to start Act 2, Retro Brett.
That looks exactly like a movie.
Yeah, this is a pretty cool cutscene. So, there you have Tyrael. We just saved him.
Hey, that's Vin Diesel, I thought.
Is it?
Looks like him.
I was thinking Vin Rames.
No.
Vin Rames, or however you say his name.
But his work is not over.
Vin Rames is much more black than that.
What about... Do you smell what Tyrael is cooking? Whoa, this guy looks pretty badass.
Forgot his name.
Well, this is a very important cutscene, guys, as we're going to figure out what exactly happened to Tyrael.
While you hide, cowering behind your throne. Silence! You will now answer for your transgressions.
This guy must be powerful as fuck. He can pick up Tyrael like that, treat him like a little bitch.
Well, red means always better than blue.
You cannot judge me. I am justice itself.
Oh, really?
We were meant for more than this. To protect the
Something tells me
innocent.
it's about to go very
But
wrong.
our precious laws bind you all to inaction. Then I will no longer stand as your
Oh, that's Tyrael's brother?
I don't think he meant literal brother. I think he meant just like
An angelic brother.
yes.
sacrilege.
And it looks like he is going to lose his magical angel powers and be sent down to the real world, where unfortunately we have to live. At least our version isn't quite as devilish
Dramatic.
as... It's not as dramatic as the land from Diablo 3 and the rest
It
of
would
the
be pretty
Diablos.
desolate and depressing if it was.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Nobody wants to live at this place.
Because humanity is the only hope for this world.
Well said, Tyrael. Well said.
Wow, look at the size of his hands compared to hers.
Yep, that's probably why Leah is going to be jumping on that.
Oh, your crazy tales.
Leah does have some DSLs, gotta say.
You never finished.
Ooh, ancient looking book we have here.
I think that was Deckard Cain's book.
I will finish it, Uncle. I will carry on for you.
Spoiler warning, no she will not.
Oh, come on now, don't say that. Maybe this time it's gonna be different.
Leah's certainly an intriguing character. She's going to take a turn at some point.
Don't say that. It's not true.
Let's continue on as we enter a new land in Act 2 of the game here. And it's a lot different than Act 1, where you have these lush forests. Reminds you of like an ancient vampire movie or something like that, like Transylvania. Certainly looks a lot like many of the sections of Diablo 2 and even the first part of Diablo 1, the one city that you explore in that place.
Well, Diablo 1 is great because of its simplicity.
Yeah,
to set the
I agree.
city free.
So as far as Act 2, this is more of a desert wasteland. For those of you who are fans of the Metroid Prime series, to me, it looks a lot like the very first real section from Metroid Prime 2, the Agon Wastes. Not one of your favorite games, but it's similar to this.
What, Metroid Prime?
Metroid Prime 2,
Oh,
the Agon
2?
Wastes. Yeah, Metroid
That's-
Prime 2.
Here we are. Caldeum.
Wow, what a view we have here.
Uncle Deckard
I was
loved
thinking
this
of,
place.
He wouldn't now
what's that
he
desert
is under
place
the
in
spell
Metroid
of
Prime?
Belial,
God,
Lord of
get the
Lies.
name of the...
The
Chozo
origi-
Ruins?
Yeah, the original
Oh,
Metroid
the-
Primes, the Chozo Ruins,
Yeah.
definitely looks a little bit like that as well.
And I will hunt his servant Magda.
Got a great view, and we will get to check out a very lush city in this place. Most of the time we'll be searching a desert wasteland, and it tends to be a little repetitive. Oh, we have the Squirt the Peddler here.
Oh, oops.
She needs to be careful. But yeah, this is the city that I was mentioning here. You know, you have the bazaar, one of the best looking areas in the entire game. Incredibly lush. I've shown so many of my friends this place, and they're like, "Whoa, this is the best looking game I've ever seen."
Kind of reminds you of Aladdin a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Or maybe the Scorpion King.
She's
Certainly.
heading toward Arcanus, but has blocked the road behind her. However, there is another way.
Ashira.
Through the Cassim outpost.
Shira's looking kind of sexy there, Retro Brett.
I think we're gonna come across someone pretty sexy here pretty soon.
This gate leads
Not talking about Magda, are you?
You will need to follow the long road over the canyon bridge and through the
I can
Cassim
hug fucker.
The butterfly wings might help. Might help the motion of the ocean, if you know what I mean. Oh, the Enchantress. How could I forget?
That was who I was referring to.
No,
Back off, she's
they
mine.
will die.
Hey, I
have
talked to her
come
first.
kill them and their leader.
Then you must not
Oh
go
yeah, we'll
alone.
watch this.
I shall accompany.
Badoom. Death wings.
There are illusions out there.
I will stay close. Oh, notice how she's following me around, Retro Brett. She definitely likes the Demon Hunter. Hey, there is no friendly fire in this game, or else we probably wouldn't make it out of Act 1.
when I see one.
Oh, a scorpion. Oh, no, I
Oh, there's a
stepped
couple
on
of
it.
them. Let's step on him.
Oh, it's a fun game. Stand back, Enchantress. We'll take care of this.
I'll protect you.
So Act 2 is certainly very
I
interesting,
hate
Retro
these
Brett.
fucking wasps. They suck.
A little bit long. I will say I'm not a big fan of Act 2 because there are a couple tasks we're going to have to do that seem a little bit meaningless. It almost seems like filler content. But we'll get to that as we make it to that.
These wasps were the bane of my existence for quite a while.
My favorite character in the game is a wizard, and a lot of these enemies go down pretty easily to the wizard with his ranged attacks. You have these bugs flying around. It must be kind of annoying as the barbarian trying to run to everything and they're flying away.
Well, I've said this before in Diablo 1, being the warrior down in hell with the succubus
No one is here.
really
The
suck.
way is blocked.
Because they run away from you. Whenever you get near, they run away from you. So you gotta chase their asses around, and then they go into a room full of monsters and fucking stuff. So I usually play with the rogue in Diablo 1.
Oh, really? The rogue was your favorite character from Diablo 1?
Yeah, I hardly ever played with the sorcerer.
How did you
I remember in Diablo 2 you had a pretty powerful Amazon. What was your favorite character from that one?
The
My name is Arena.
barbarian's pretty weak in that
I'm
one.
grateful for your aid.
I'd say the wizard,
These lands.
or actually no, the sorceress. That's
I am also
what
looking
she's
for
called.
someone.
Oh, okay.
But here, let me
And
clear
could
the way
you
for
decide between a male and a female in those games as well?
No.
Only had one choice, and here you can do whichever one you please.
Yes.
Oh, the Enchantress. Whoa. Perhaps she'll be helpful after all.
From behind!
Protect the people.
We got some waves of enemies coming towards us. A lot of space to work with at this place.
If not for you,
Iron
the
Wolf
would have eaten
Jaruf.
well this day.
Are there more Lacuni on the road to
Not sure if we
Alcanis?
can trust these guys.
Even worse, cultists are casting spells.
Let us head
worm.
north to the Howling Plateau.
Let's come back here.
Cultist magic seems to be emanating from there.
Some sort of centipede.
Ooh, that's nice. 25% gold find.
The one thing that's kind of problematic for me this game when it comes to gold. Ooh, snakes. Step on those things too. You know, you share all of your gold between your characters, and I have multiple characters. This is the kind of game, Retro Brett, where you want to try out everything. You really want to beat the game with all characters because they play so differently. You can just tell there's a big difference between my character, the Demon Hunter, and Retro Brett's Barbarian.
Oh yeah.
Not enough hatred.
So, definitely going to be
I grow
playing
in
through this
power.
one with the Demon Hunter in hard
There is
mode.
another illusion here.
I think that pairing up the
Cultists
Demon Hunter
try
with
to
your
hide
close
their
range
footsteps.
Barbarian is going to be a
Their
great way to
spells
go.
are weak and easily countered. If we follow these prints,
Well,
we can
I've
find
beaten
their
the
lairs
game
and
with every
halt the
character.
rituals. I will seek out any
Which
other
is-
traces of their magic.
Some might say is kind of ridiculous because it's the same game for every character, except for the characters themselves. They have different skills and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and really, another issue, I know we've had a couple complaints between the Diablos and this newest version, is there's no real way to customize the characters. So even though I might have a demon hunter and you might have a demon hunter, they're probably going to be the same, other than maybe some very minor differences, mainly just their armor and weaponry.
For the most part.
Oh, tremors. These things have hands.
Not ready yet.
We got some life over here. We really don't need it, but I'll grab it anyways. Ooh, there's something glowing over here. How do we get to it? Oh, I got it. It's all mine.
Go ahead. Take that shitty stuff.
Damn it. It's not even that good. You guys trying to ambush us. Didn't work out too well at all. Bees. I hope you're not allergic to bees, Retro Brett. Like my girl. Remember Macaulay Culkin from that movie?
This is one of
Very
the
sad
cultist
ending to
lairs.
his life.
They are casting part of the illusion
He tried to bring a
inside.
ring to my girl, and unfortunately Macaulay Culkin, he ran into a beehive.
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
That was sad. It was a sad part of that movie. Especially because I was a fan of Home Alone, so to see Kevin from Home Alone die because of bees, that was like kind of traumatic.
This should
I
be
bet.
Is with some.
Bless you.
Then there was another movie with Macaulay
Ooh,
Culkin.
look at this freaking stinky ass beast.
Oh, probably smells like fucking hell in here.
Doesn't that kind of remind you of Jeepers Creepers 2?
A little bit. Haven't seen that one in a while.
Where at the end he's like strung up there in the bar.
Oh yeah, that movie was creepy as fuck. But yeah, there's another movie starring Macaulay Culkin called The
more
Good
hidden
Son.
footprints.
It's another movie where
Page Master.
he's kind of creepy. Well, I was thinking about the creepy Macaulay Culkin movies.
I don't think I ever saw The Good Son.
It was odd considering you're used to seeing Macaulay Culkin as the good guy in movies like The Page Master, where he turns into a cartoon.
I can bring that down.
Well, they have us surrounded here, Retro Brett. What do you think about Act 2? Do you think it's going to start to get harder? Because Act 1 really wasn't that hard for us. I mean, at the beginning we died a few times, but at the
Then
end
we
we
got
really didn't
super
have
strong and
no
easily-
issues. The hell are these things? Slow-moving blue orbs.
I'm still waiting.
They are. Well, I can't tell you right now because I forgot the name of it.
They weren't too deadly. But-
Nothing's too deadly to us.
There's tons of bad guys. I think if you press, I know when you, I'm going to press pause for a second here because I know there's a quest thing here. Okay, so here's the current objective: to disrupt the hidden conclave ritual. Alright.
I think there's two of them, and we already did one.
Not ready yet.
I guess we're tasked to stop the cultists at this point. They're a menace to the desert wasteland.
Thought we left the cultists in the last act.
Apparently not. Apparently they're all over this game. Doing your tornado maneuver again. That thing's pretty powerful.
It's my, yeah, it's pretty one of my favorites.
Oh, a beetle. I got it.
Way to go there, Joker.
Does it give you any experience for killing the little bugs?
No.
Damn it. Little front flip action. Oh, here we go. Do you remember the movie Tremors, Retro Brett?
Yes.
That's what I think about these
And
guys
the
here.
ass blasters.
Yeah.
Let's see, do we have to go here? No.
I see you looking at the Enchantress. You better stay away from her. She's mine.
Alright, then I can have Leah.
This is
Whoa,
one of the
whoa, whoa.
cultist
I'm trying to
lairs.
have a threesome here with the Enchantress and Leah. You stay away from Leah. You can have,
Squirt?
what's
Sure.
Leah's mom's name? You can have her.
We don't know her name yet.
Need more time.
Well, didn't we went into her cabin and Leah read her diary? Remember, it was highly disturbing.
We don't know that because we don't know the contents of the diary.
I just remember Leah saying, like, I forget her direct quote. It was kind of funny though. It's like I read her journal. There's many things I forget what she says, but it's pretty funny. But when she did say it, it led me to believe that maybe Leah's not all good. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Because if Leah's not,
I'll take this
Let
chick.
us go to the bridge.
who's this? Caldeum Commure? I don't know. She's been hanging around this dead carcass thing. It's pretty nasty looking. Probably smells like 7-year-old dead orgy in there.
What shall you do when Magda is dead?
Well,
The lords of hell, Belial
I bet
and
they,
Azmodan, plan to
they're glad
invade
to
this
escape it just
world.
for this fucking
I will
smell.
crush their forces and cleave their skulls asunder.
What does this do?
How curious.
I think
You must be the one
I
I
think
was
that's
meant
the
to find
TP.
here.
Takes us back to town.
Oh, okay.
Not toilet paper. Town portal.
It's kind of cool. It's connected to a button on the controller
I
on the
think it is
D-pad.
time for you to know my
What
true
do we have
tale.
over here?
Ooh, something looks yellow.
We're never going to be able to cross this. Retro
I am
Brett,
not from
we can't
Caldeum.
jump this far.
I learned these spells 15
Not with this heavy gear on.
years ago. My sisters
I
and
get a
I
running
pledged
jump?
our service to a man of great
Here we go.
power. We called him the
Ugh.
Prophet. He
They don't
trained
have
us
the Legend
and
of
placed
Zelda
us in a
S jumping
magical
ability.
Try to
city
vault.
to awaken in this era. I am to
Ooh, there
prevent
looks
the
like-
lords of hell from invading.
You know what that reminds me
I would
of right
scarcely
now?
believe it if
What's
I hadn't
that?
seen your spells with my own eyes.
Indiana
Must have waited for
Jones
this
and the
even
Last
longer than I
Crusade.
have.
Ah, yes.
Please.
The leap
Join
of
me.
faith, or you basically just have to walk. Whoa!
Yes, join our party.
Hell yeah. It's okay if it's in a 3-way. That's all I got to say. So the Enchantress built the bridge. We don't have to jump across it. We can simply walk across it. And we also have this checkpoint. Making pretty good progress here in Act 2. What do we have here? Basement.
We have more
More bugs.
wasps.
Let's check the blood cellar.
The hounds are distracted.
Ooh.
They will take no notice
Who
of
would have
me.
thought that there's blood in the blood cellar? Out of my way. Looks like we have some sort of blood dogs.
Not ready yet.
Zombie dog things. Look kind of like pigs.
Yeah, they do. Maybe they make bacon. We can make sandwiches. We must
Damn,
be
we have
pretty
a lot
hungry.
we have a fucking lot of bacon. Between the butcher and
Love bacon. Should we talk to the survivor?
Please, take this for saving me.
Ooh, what's he gonna give me?
Least I can do.
What do you have? Ooh, a shitty green belt of fortitude for you, Retro Brett. And I get some whatever
shitty
of
shit.
fortitude as well. Who cares? We shouldn't have saved them. It was a waste of time. These guys are ganging up on you.
this game is long enough as it is without doing side quests.
That creature must die.
Ooh. Fuck you, Wallers.
Bring that down.
A Waller?
Yeah. It says Waller.
They're building a wall over me. Damn Wallers.
Need more time.
It's been a while since we've come across a more powerful enemy. Be nice to come across a boss.
We came across the butcher, but he turned out to be a little bitch.
Yeah, the butcher didn't really put up too much of a fight. If we continue to kick some ass, guys, we'll raise the difficulty setting. I'm sure that's going to make things really hard, because also the more difficult the game is, the longer it takes. So this should be a perfect difficulty, provided everything stays about the same. Right now, we're kicking ass. We're not really taking too many names at this point. I found some gold.
You think we should stay along the path?
I'm following you. I don't know. It's very easy to get lost in the desert. You hear many stories of people trying to cross the desert, perhaps the border. They get lost and they die. We don't want that to happen to
The
us.
hell happened to our enchantress? I thought she joined us.
What'd you do with her? You probably ate her because your character is so big and hulking. Ooh, look what I found. A treasure chest.
Oh shit.
Bunch of crap.
And some gold.
Alright, looks like we have a ruined village over here. It almost looks like the Alamo. Now, I heard there is a setting to where you can put all the life bars up for every enemy. So we'll be looking at that setting, and hopefully we'll change some things up for the next episode. Make sure you guys stay tuned as we trek through the Wasteland back to. Anything you really look forward to in Act 2, Retro Brett?
Look forward to a couple of boss battles, and the act boss is pretty cool.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, and definitely stands out in the game. Also, there is a village that we're going to come across.
Ooh, I think I see a resplendent chest.
Really, I'm following you. Lead the way.
Well, okay.
I don't know if we'll be able to. Maybe we have to jump. I don't know what the jump button is. I'm still looking for it. Just kidding. Of course, there is no jump button. But I also remember a part of this act where we'll come across. It's like a small town, like a trading post, and something seems a little bit suspicious there. Something doesn't seem right, and it'll be up to us to
Coming across that pretty
figure it
soon.
out.
Let's get this resplendent chest.
Let's do it.
Fucking enemies would stop us.
Get out of our way. Ooh, a lot of good stuff in there. Thanks again for joining up, guys. We really appreciate you staying tuned to our Diablo 3 playthrough. We promise to vanquish the game and bring the definitive playthrough of what is, in my opinion, the best multiplayer game for the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. We're playing it two players, but we also throw in some 4-player action, 3-player action to make it even better. I'll admit, sometimes it gets chaotic. There can be a lot of things on the screen at once.
Oh, yes.
But the graphics can certainly handle it, and it's just so fun to take out this game with a friend. We'll be doing it. You think we're going to be able to conquer Act 2 without a problem, Retro Brett?
I don't see one.
What is this? The Ruins Level 1?
I wouldn't.
Is that just another side quest? Man, I know we're going to have to deal with the pain in the ass character pretty soon as well, and he's going to tell us to go fetch some things for him. We'll do all that.
That guy.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Let's destroy these guys to take out another episode from our playthrough. We'll catch you guys next time. Until then, I'm RJ for Retro Brett. Stay tuned, and as always, stay trippy.